Hello everybody, it's Nerdboy Inc. here, and today is a video discussing the new Pokemon Sun and Moon news stuff. This will be split up into several different parts, and I'll be uploading them throughout the week. So feel free to leave a comment, like, whatever, subscribe even if you guys want to see more of this type of stuff. But this will be discussing all of the particular aspects and everything that's been released. These are just going to be like little highlights of it, and today I'm going to be talking about Pokemon moves and Pokemon in general that have been affected in Sun and Moon. Like, let's say buffs, nerfs, changes to moves. So that all that sort of stuff will be in today's episode. So it's not really that much of a spoiler because you guys already know about the moves, but you just got to see how they're changing. If you guys don't want to watch this because you don't want to get Sun and Moon news at all spoiled for you, then you can go ahead and leave this video. But that's your fair warning. Okay. So we are going to start off on this page right here. Tackle. 50 base power is now 40 base power. Not too much of a change because nobody uses Tackle really. Thunder Wave, 90% accurate to 80% accurate. The biggest thing of this whole list, probably one of the biggest things, is Leech Life. Instead of it being 20 base power, it is 80 base power, and instead of 15 PP, it is now 10 PP. So Pokemon that get this are going to be a lot more used. And this Leech Life, as most of you or everybody's here is already watching this, most of you know that this move is actually a TM in this game, and the Litten line actually gets this. Just fair warning, I don't know why the Litten line gets this, but that's something. Okay, so we also got Swagger, 95% accurate to 85% accurate, and also Confusion itself is being nerfed. Instead of being confused 50% of the time, you're confused 33.3% of the time. You know how it goes. Sucker Punch. 80 base power to 70 base power. That's really good because you won't just die to Sucker Punch. I believe they could have made it 65 as well, but then we got Dark Void. There's actually two ways that they've nerfed this. One is the obvious accuracy. It's only 50% accurate. And two, Sableye can no longer get it from Darkrai. So Darkrai is literally the only Pokemon that you can use this. And in singles, or like single Ubers, let's say he tried to use Dark Void, not anymore, it wouldn't work. So what I'm thinking people would use in VGC 2017 is a Ranguru with Instruct, and maybe a really fast Pokemon with Spore. But that's just what I'm thinking, because Spore has not been nerfed yet. Ally Switch has +2 priority. Flying Press is, instead of it being 80, it's 100. It's still the only dual typing move that I currently know of in the game. Fellslinger went from 30 base power to 50 base power, which is awesome. All these changes are really cool. Parabolic Charge went from 50 base power to 65 base power. Diamond Storm, instead of it having a 50% chance to increase defense by 1 stage, has a 50% chance to increase your defense by 2 stages. And considering that only Diancie gets that, I think that's probably the best signature move in the entire game. Water Shuriken is also special now instead of physical, so a Silvor, which was the only Pokemon that got it besides Greninja, can actually use that because priority and special side, because he's more special. And obviously Greninja, whenever he's the Ash Greninja form, or Battle Greninja, or whatever form, the Water Shuriken is powered up. And finally, Mystical Fire, which was the signature move of Delphox, but a few other Pokemon got it. Instead of it being 65 base power, it's 75 base power. And if you don't know what it does, you hit the Pokemon and it lowers their special attack by 1 stage. And I like using this move, so it's really cool to see that is buffed. I know it's a little difficult to understand at first, but there's 2 lines: the top line and the bottom line for the Pokemon. So the top line is what it was, and second line is what it is now. So, first line, or first Pokemon, Gengar. Used to have Levitate, now it has Cursed Body. I'm guessing that Ghastly and Haunter maybe still get Levitate, but I'm not too entirely sure. And that's like a big nerf for Gengar. I'm not really too sure why they did that, but I don't know. Well, Ghastly and Haunter makes sense just because they're actually floating. I guess Gengar not. Raikou, Entei, and Suicune, they had either Volt Absorb, Flash Fire, or Water Absorb, so they would be able to take those hits. Now they're all Inner Focus. I don't know why they kind of changed this, because it wasn't. They were all. I believe they're all hidden abilities, so it's pretty hard to get anyways. But now since it's Inner Focus, it's even harder to get. Wingull gets Hydration instead of Keen Eye for its second ability, and Pelipper has Drizzle, so you got another Drizzle setter. Torkoal, instead of another White Smoke, it has Drought. So there's your Sun setter and your new Rain setter. Roggenrola, instead of having a sturdy Roggenrola, Boldore, and Gigalith, instead of having their next ability as sturdy as well, they have weak armor. Vanillite and Vanillish and Vanillux, they get Ice Body instead of Snow Cloak. Or, yeah. Am I reading that right? No, they get Snow... Okay, so it's Snow Cloak, Snow Cloak, and Vanillux gets Snow Warning. Okay, oh, I skipped this. Gigalith, right here, Sandstream. So you have the new Sunsetter, or new Water Set, Rain Setter, new Sun Setter, new Sand Setter, and new Ice Setter, and those all make pretty good sense. I like that. Slush Rush is a new ability, which I actually have no idea what Slush Rush is yet. That'll probably be discussed in another video, so I won't talk about that just yet. So they're all going to get Slush Rush instead of Snow Cloak as their next ability. Alright, now stat changes. Arbok has now 95 attack instead of 85. That means it's better. The Trio has 100 attack instead of... I'm guessing that's just normal the Trio, maybe. Looks like, I think it's just normal the Trio. But normal the Trio gets 100 attack instead of 85. Farfetch'd, this is what I'm most hyped for. Farfetch'd has base 90 attack instead of 65. Now Farfetch'd can do stuff because it has Leaf Blade, Knockoff, Brave Bird, Return, Frustration. It has a bunch of powerful moves, and now that it actually has some more power, that's pretty good. I like to run him Scarf, so you can run him Scarf. I don't know, whatever. Dodrio, now base 110, speed instead of 100. Electrode is 150 instead of 140. Executor has 75 special defense instead of 65. Noctowl has 86 special attack instead of 76 special attack. Ariados has base 70 special defense instead of 60. Not too much of a change. Quillfish has 85 defense instead of 75. Macargo has base 60 health and base 90 special attack instead of 50 and 80. So that helps it a little bit. And for all you Macargo haters out there. Corsola has now base 65 HP, base 95 defense, and base 95 special defense instead of 55, 85, and 85. So that's a good buff, because that's what it's used for is defenses. Mantine gets base 85 HP instead of 65. Well, that's pretty good because it's bulky anyways. Swellow gets more special attack instead of 50 to 75. Pelipper has a buff to special attack and it's 95. Masquerain has now 100 special attack instead of 80 and 80 speed instead of 60. Delcatty has now 90 speed instead of 70. Volbeat has 75 and 85 instead of 55 and 75, just like Luminex does. The only difference between those two Pokemon is their attack and special attack. They're just flipped, which are between the two Pokemon. They haven't been changed. Lunatone and Solrock both have base 90 HP instead of base 70. Chimecho has 75 HP, 80 defense, and 90 special defense instead of 65, 70, and 80. Woobat has 65 base HP instead of 55. Crustle has 105 attack instead of 95 attack. Beartick has 130 attack instead of 20. Or instead of 110, my bad. I was reading the side. And the last one on here is Cryogonal. It has base 80 and base 80 HP and base 50 defense instead of 70 and 30. So those are all the changes that have been found out so far in this. So if you guys want to see more of this stuff, make sure. Make sure you just make sure you subscribe to the channel and feel free to leave a like or a comment saying how you guys feel about the new changes down below. That's all I have to say. I will see you guys probably tomorrow for another one of these types of videos, with or without a friend. I'm not too sure yet, but I should have a special guest star, just a friend of mine. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.